Hello and welcome to a new Flangoo tutorial. My name is Charles, and in this video we are going to be taking a look at two different ways to transfer your students. One is to transfer your students from one class to another class, and the other is transferring your students away from your account and into a different teacher's account. And then we're also going to take a look at how to delete students from your Flangoo account. So let's jump right in. Starting from our login screen, we want to get to Manage Students. We can get there by clicking on Students along the top here, or by going to your profile picture and going to Manage Students. So here's a list of all of my students. You'll notice that they're listed alphabetically according to their last name. If I just wanted to see students in one particular class, I can click this button that says See All and change it to either my Spanish 1 first hour, and here are the students for that class, and my Spanish 2 third hour. Here are all the students there. Now, if I have a student that needs to transfer from one class group to a different class group, I click Manage next to that student, and then here along the left-hand side where it says Class Period, I simply click this little drop-down and change to the right class, and then click Update. We'll go back to our student list, and you'll see that that student has now been moved to Spanish 1. So that's one method for transferring a student. The other is if you needed to transfer a student or multiple students out of your account and into a different teacher's account. So let's say your students are moving up to Spanish 2 or Spanish 3, but you don't teach that, a different teacher does. You guys are both using Flangoo. You can simply take your students and move them into their account. So here's how that's done. Let's say we want to just transfer a couple of students away from your account and into somebody else's. We come here to Transfer and Delete Students, and we click on Select Students to Transfer. This is going to present me with these selection boxes, so now I'm just selecting the students that I want to transfer to somebody else's account. Once I've selected the students, I click on the button that says Transfer Selected Students. It's here at the bottom, and it's also here at the top. Another option for transferring your students is to transfer a class. You can do that by selecting one of your class groups. So here we'll select our Spanish 2 third hour. And now you'll see when I click on Transfer and Delete Students, I have a new option that says Transfer Class. Let's say you wanted to transfer all of your students away from your account to somebody else's. Just as simple, the same steps. We're going to click on Transfer and Delete Students, except now we're going to be clicking on Transfer All Students. I'm being presented with a notification that lets me know that I am about to transfer these students out of my account and into somebody else's account, and that's going to include all of their reading data. In order to complete this transfer, the other teacher is going to have to accept it in their Flangoo account. So here we enter that teacher's email address, and it must be the same email address that's registered with their Flangoo account, and then we just click Transfer. The other teacher is going to receive a notification that lets them know that these students want to be transferred into their class, and they will have to accept it. Once that teacher accepts it, those students are going to disappear entirely from your account and exist in the other teacher's account. Finally, let's take a look at deleting students. Now, before you delete your students, you might want to take a look at this button right here that says Download List. Download List is going to download a copy of all of your students and some of their information into a spreadsheet. And this is just a good way to keep a backup of your student list. Now, to delete students, there's a couple of different ways. One is if you just want to delete one student, then you would simply come here under Manage, and here along the left-hand side, you'll see in red the button that says Remove Student. Click on that, and it lets you know this action cannot be undone. Do you want to remove this person? And then you would click Yes, and that student will be removed from your student list. Now you notice here where it says you have added 20 out of 180 students. So this is your total maximum number of student accounts you're allowed to have. And it's active students. So every time I remove students from my account, you'll notice this number will change. Some teachers will delete their students at the end of a semester or at the end of the year because those students have moved on. Others, even when students are coming back, they want to be able to give those students a fresh slate. And this is a great way to do that. To delete multiple students, we're going to use the Transfer and Delete Students button. And just like we did with transferring students, we can choose to either select specific students that we want to delete, which is going to give us these selection boxes, so we can just click on the ones that we want to remove, or we can choose to delete all students, and this will completely remove every student in the list. Now, a third option is to just delete a class. For that, you need to go away from the select all and choose a class. So let's say my Spanish 1 first hour. All of these students are leaving. So now I can come here under transfer and delete. And now you'll see it's changed and it says remove class and students. Clicking to remove now is going to delete this class and every student in this class. Those are the basics for transferring and deleting students from your account. If there's anything that I forgot to cover, or if you have any questions at all, please reach out to us. You can reach us by email at flangoo@teachersdiscovery.com, or you can click on the support option in your Flangoo account. Again, my name is Charles. Thank you so much for watching this video. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.
Flangoo.com